Hey, everybody, guess what? We're live this afternoon. I have an incredible story to share with you. I've got Drake White with me. We're doing car talk today. He's in his car, not driving, right?
Not driving. I'm the passenger, and yeah,
Yeah.
just driving along.
Hey, this is a really special time. I just looked this up. So we are talking to you 1 year, the anniversary of 1 year after you had a pretty traumatic thing happen to you on stage.
Yeah.
What was that like for you when you had that episode or that event last year?
Really scary. I mean, it was just one of those things that was a very, very surprising thing. It was a thing that we never could have prepared for. It was just felt like the rug was being pulled out from under us, and it was extremely scary and painful. So, just traumatic is a good word for it.
Yeah. And actually, we were all really worried about you because for a while you kind of went quiet and we didn't hear from you. So we didn't really know what was happening.
Yeah, it took a minute. It took a little while. I mean, we were obviously in the hospital for around 35 days. I mean, the AVM, which was the arterial venous malformation that hemorrhaged in the back right side of my brain, it caused a brain bleed that it really knocked me out, knocked my whole left side out for a good while, and it took me that time to kind of gather myself, and get back into the world really, and and then just getting able to move around and do the normal things, use the bathroom, take a shower, you know, took a lot of took a lot of rehab and a lot of physical therapy to do that. So that was that moment of solace there. Whatever, couple of 2 weeks, 3 weeks that everybody went without hearing from us.
Yeah. Well, understandably so. But at the time, people were really questioning what was happening. And now you've made a tremendous journey. You're back performing.
Yeah.
What has that been like?
It it's just been it's been the best thing in the world. All I ever wanted to do was get back to it. All I've ever wanted to do was play and sing and do what we were doing. And when you work so hard, you work. They say 10,000 hours. I think it's probably more than that. But you
Yeah.
work so hard and you build these, and other people are relying on you. Not just the fans, but the not just the band and the guys that you call crew and family, but the fans, the folks that are coming to watch you play, and it was just uh, it's just been amazing to kind of work back into our Wednesday night therapies in our barn and our live shows, and we kind of hit a double whammy with this pandemic coming right out of our injury. We were going to start playing full on in March,
Right.
and
You
felt
just
pretty good
announced
about that.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, and felt good about that. I felt there'd been a lot of prayers answered, and there had been a lot of hard work that went into being able to walk and sing on stage. So, you know, God just kind of put another stop sign in front of us, and we had to wait a little while, and we said, hey, we got this awesome barn out here. Let's bring the guys in because they're not doing anything either, and let's let our fans tune in to us while they sit in their kitchens, dens, and living rooms, and it's worked out.
Yeah, it's actually become really popular, like, it's been well viewed and the fans are loving it.
Yeah, I think uh, we've witnessed that our merch has done really well. Our people have been so generous in their donations, and all the news that you hear and all the stuff that you hear out there. I'm here to say today that there are more good people than bad, and we have a group of people that just not only supported us but allowed us to maintain the lifestyle that we've grown accustomed to and that we've built, and in my band as well. So it's been a huge blessing, and I mean we're just so thankful for it. And it's been really hard because live music and playing that live music, it's like it's like a drug. We have to have it to keep going. It's what we do every day, and it's not. I mean, we do it for fun, and
Yeah.
we started doing it for fun, but once you kind of sink into it, it becomes like breathing. You have to have it. Yeah, and you miss that camaraderie with the fans and the just playing, just strings, fingers to strings, and singing the songs that you write every day. I mean, it's it's something that lives inside of me and that I love to do, and that I miss terribly going out and playing. You know, miss it bad, but the barn and the live streams have been unbelievable, and the fans have been unbelievable. So
You just announced this morning you've got a special guest this week, Kip Moore.
yeah, yeah, Kip, you know, he's been an amazing buddy of mine for 10 plus years, and we're just cut from the same cloth in regards to the way we go about art, the way we go about music, and treating people and our fans. And he's going to come into the barn. He came out and saw us jam a couple of weeks ago and dug it. And I asked him to come back out. And so I think his fans and my fans, and maybe fans that don't know either one of us, will really enjoy that, because he's a cool dude.
Yeah, he is. He's going to be doing the Lynchburg Festival in October, I heard. So far, that's still happening.
Yeah, yeah, I heard that. That's cool.
So is there anything special you guys have planned? Any collaborations, maybe?
Yeah, I'll kind of leave. I'll kind of make people tune in for that. But we are going to do. We are definitely going to. We're going to keep it spontaneous, because that's his personality and definitely mine.
Yeah,
But we've been around each other so much that it would. The band, my band's going to be there, and some of his guys are going to be there, I think, too. So it's just going to be a matter of putting the spirit in the air. It's going to be fun to to see him, and we'll see what happens.
yeah. I heard there's new music. Is there new music around the corner?
Oh baby, there's new music. We have used this pandemic. Everybody had to kind of get used to the Zoom writing. Writing on
Yes,
Zoom, and um, I tackled that challenge head on, because I was just ready to get back in a writing room, because I was coming out of that traumatic injury.
right.
And so I just had a different attitude about it than maybe some. So I just took every ride I could. Well, it turns out that I probably need to call this next EP Zoom, because all of the
That's a good
songs,
idea.
yeah, all of the songs have just been, not all of them. I mean, I wrote 25, 30 plus songs on Zoom, but the ones that Hurts the Healing, Giants, Angel Side of You, like, these songs have just probably the best songs I've ever written. And I mean, you can't say that's not a divine thing. That's not God putting his hand on a tough situation and going, watch what I do. Watch what I do with this situation. And
Yeah,
that's what we've experienced. It's been really cool.
yeah. Well, I can't wait to hear the new music. I have to be honest, first time we met was about 5 years ago. I still love the song. It feels good. That's one of my favorite
Yeah.
songs.
I've always loved that song. I was excited to get that on the radio, because it was so different.
Yeah,
And props to Big Machine and all that team for putting that out, and having the you know the guts to put it out.
yeah. I still think it's a great song. All your songs are great. That's probably one of my favorites. Tell me about the space that you and your wife have. You were hosting events before all this happened, and obviously right now there's probably not many events taking place. But tell us about
Yeah.
that.
Well, it started out as an idea. I've always loved building. I've always loved barns, and just the camaraderie of bringing people in to spaces, and just having unbelievable memories, making memories. Alex is an incredible chef, and has a company called Milk and Honey Food Co. And our facility is called Whitewood Hollow. And yeah, it's a red oak barn that sits in between. You come in between two big oak trees. coming on the property of Whitewood Hollow, and it's pretty cool. The whole inside's poplar, and it just gives you that vibe of being in the Tennessee hills, and of kind of that that rustic, um, you know, cool smoky vibe, and it's just been a blessing. We started talking about it 5 years ago when right when we first got married, even before we got married, and my wife's a persistent person, and I am as well, and it couldn't have gotten done quick enough, and we often wonder what God was doing. We were like, man, this is taking forever, and the challenges were just in the hoops that we had to jump through were nuts. And then we got finished, and I got injured, you know, so we're like, what is going on? And Alex just took the horse by the reins and just has done a great job, and it's a cool space that we prayed into the walls of that place, and we prayed it into fruition, and built it from the ground up. And it's fun to get people in there and watch their eyes light up when they come in there and see that spiritual journey come, like I said, into the form of a barn and into the form of a kitchen that's producing these great meals coming from organic farms right around us, and seeing people eat the food, and when the world opens completely back up, we're going to have some incredible events and weddings, and we'd love for people to come share that with us. But in the meantime, we're going to rock Wednesday night therapy, and do our darndest to have a good time and make that place just the place to come and vibe.
Yeah. Milk and Honeycomb, that was responsible. You guys helped with tornado victims and feeding those that were displaced, right?
Yeah. Well, Alex, she was just when the tornado happened. I had a an appointment with my neurologist, and Alex had this thought that once you see it, I don't know if it was a sermon or something that she had heard, but kind of God put us in the middle of the destruction. The next day, the tornado happened that night. I had an appointment the next morning at 8, and he put us right in the middle of the worst damage in North Nashville. And we saw that. We saw it. And she just right off the bat was like, I'm doing something. I've got to do something. And long story short, 30, was it 30, 40 families, different families. She's just started raising money. And there's a lot of girls out there, influencers and people that she tapped into that deserve credit here. But Alex, literally took the bull by the horns and walked out into this ravaged place, and found people in need and got them and said, hey, we can get hotel rooms. Let's go get hotel rooms. And, 2 weeks and 30, 40 hotel rooms later, people were able to get showers. People were able to get back on their feet. And it's still a working in progress. Alex still talks about some of the families that she met through that process. And it was a really cool thing, and showed her servant heart. And she's Superwoman. She's got it going on.
I thought that was incredible and a great way to use your gifts during such a, you know, really hard time. Little did we know that was just the beginning of the really hard times coming for all of us.
Yeah, yeah. There's been a couple of curveballs thrown our way for sure. But as a town, speaking of Nashville, I think that everybody is taking this, you know, incredibly. And I'm not just blowing smoke. It's really, I think you find out what people are made of when you're going through this stuff, and you can either look at the good. The good is always right beside the bad. You can either look at the good or the bad, and we're choosing the good every day. Wake up and just go seek out what the kingdom needs and what it wants, and that's what we try to do.
Yeah. Talk to me about, do you feel like music heals?
I mean, absolutely 100% without a doubt, yes. It's one of those things that is used, that term is used over and over and over, and you're like, oh, music kills.
Right.
And my management, everybody, when this accident happened, Nashville will try, the city will try, it is moving so fast. Like, it keeps moving no matter what happens. So it was one of my goals to come back and be like, I'm alive, I'm doing good, I'm still going to play music, I'm still rocking. Everybody asks me that, and of course, that's all I know to do. That's what I'm going to do. And the healing process of being able to go out in that barn, I know for a fact, has connected those neural passageways quicker, has helped this nerve damage in this left side quicker. You'll see me holding a guitar now. I'm not playing as fluently as I did, but it's coming. My left leg's coming, my left foot is coming back, and music and doing what I love to do has expedited that for sure.
Yeah. Well, we need you back foot stomping again.
Yeah. I can't wait to be back. I am back. Just tune in on Wednesday nights.
That's right. You guys do need to join the music therapy. What is it called? Wednesday night therapy.
Wednesday night therapy.
Wednesday night therapy. It is incredible. You're not necessarily, you're toe tapping, not foot stomping like as much as you were before, but you still got it.
Yeah. Thank you.
You guys go check it out, Drake White. Hey, thanks for joining us and telling us about your journey. It's so inspirational to see that. So many people, I think, could be really down and just kind of go quiet and not talk about it. But I appreciate you sharing your story with us.
Well, thank you for the platform, and I appreciate the opportunity, and good talking to you.
Yeah, all right, you guys go check it out. Kid Moore will be there on Wednesday night with Drake. We can't wait to see what that's going to look like. And then hopefully we'll see you out on the road in 2021.
Oh yeah, we'll keep that in our sights, and it's going to be amazing. I think all the shows are going to be sold out. People are going to be hot dogs, hamburgers, and just it's going to be gravy. We just got to keep pushing towards that goal, and let's pray that is the case.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you guys soon. Bye, everybody.
See ya.